last night. Just got 2 left. Sit right here. Good job. Sit. Okay, universe. I can do that. Hello and Happy New Year. Right now it is December 31st and I just finished my last ritual. And I love the one that I didn't end up burning. I think it's perfect. But I wanted to do a video about my goals and whether I completed my 2025 goals, what I'm looking to do in 2026. Let's just have a little chat. We got the fire, we've got the tree. I'm gonna take that down in a couple of days. So we might as well enjoy it while we've got it, right? Okay, so let's start with 2025. For health, I journaled, and I continued on my healing journey. I tracked my cycle, and I ate a lot more at home, which were 3 goals that I did successfully do. I still, well, I'll get to that in a minute. The 2 that I didn't were going for walks more regularly and getting into a skincare and makeup and hair routine. I need to get walking. 2 surgeries kind of screwed up my year, so I'm hoping to get back on track. For the home, decorate my corner and figure out my space, which checkmate. Coordinate contractors, which we did for the big projects around the house, and then organize needed projects. Now, I didn't get any of my witchcraft goals. That's not entirely true. I journaled and I did start getting back into my witchcraft and thinking about things like that and doing a little more research and doing some writing and doing some work in that space. So I did do some of that, not as much as I would have liked though. My writing and reading predominantly focused on Project Ocean, which I know I told you guys that I have shelved temporarily. I don't know, I know I'll go back to it, I just don't know when. So I didn't do a lot of those. I did finish my Hermione fanfic, which I am proud of. That's the first finished fan fiction I have out in the world. How many books? Okay, so I read 19 books, 2 fan fiction, 1 audiobook, and 3 short stories. I had 8 5-star reads, 6 4.5-star, 5 4-star, 3 3.5, 1 3-star, 1 2-star, and no 1 stars. That will have to be a different video because I kept meticulous track of that, and this is talking about goals. So I did pretty well with reading, and so I'm happy about that. And then with my YouTube and socials, I wanted to post more regularly, which I've been posting every day on TikTok for about 6 months now. I haven't noticed any I haven't noticed any serious growth or anything in my channel, which is fine. I do it because I like it, not because I expect to get rich. And I did have a lot regarding my gaming and streaming, which I've had to put on hold while I figure out my PC problems, because my PC won't play Baldur's Gate, won't stream, and just generally has a cow when I try to use it for what its intended purpose is. So that's on hold for now. I will update as I have updates to give. Okay, let's talk 2026 goals, because there's a lot of them, and I even put in some notes to make sure I covered everything. So I've split it up into health and personal, witchcraft, marriage, reading and writing, socials and content creation, and family and home. I kind of bundled those two together. There are some I'm not going to share because obviously, like, privacy, and I have kids and everything. But let's just dive in. So health and personal. I need to speak more kindly to and about myself. I'm very disparaging and very mean to myself, and I need to fix that because I'm not actually that bad, I don't think. So there's that. I need to learn to set healthy and maintainable boundaries with people. I want to eat at home 5 to 6 nights per week at a minimum. I want to hit 3,000 steps a day. I want to hit a goal weight, which I've lost about 50 pounds-ish by now. So I'm getting close and I'm feeling really good about that. I need to follow up with my doctors on some things. I need to do daily walks once the weather clears up. And obviously I'd like to stay in therapy. Now moving on to witchcraft. I want to celebrate and honor the seasons as I move through the year, including creating seasonal specific spaces and decor around the house, which those two kind of tie in together. I want to create and maintain consistently at least one altar space. I want to journal more by hand and with intention. I'd like to pull one tarot card per day and do at least one like spread per week so that I can get more proficient with reading. I want to perform a spell at least once per week, or do spell work at least once per week. It could be as easy as like maintaining a honey jar or refreshing moon water if it's a full moon. But I want to do something deliberately magical at least once a week. I'd like to commune with some goddesses that I've been kind of feeling like reaching out to, and include some more of my friends who I've been kind of force feeding witchy stuff down their throats, but they're allowed. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's consensual. Anyway, for my marriage, the big one there is I'd like to have at least one kid-free, totally intentional date night per month. And that's difficult with all the kids and everything for us to schedule, which is why I think one per month instead of like one per week. We can always do more, but like a minimum of one per month. Writing and reading. I'd like to read 24 books this year. I do consider my audiobooks different. They're still books read. It's a different format and way of reading. So I'd like to physically read 24 books, and any extra will be just a bonus. Let's see here. I'd like to read books on spirituality and witchcraft specifically, and nonfiction in general. I have a motto this year. If it doesn't make me richer, prettier, or smarter, I'm not doing it. So that's kind of what we're doing. And I have quite a few books, especially when I started practicing, that I have gone back to and had over the years. And I would just like to continue to expand and to continue to deepen my practice. So I'm excited about that. I'd like to finish Project Vampire Draft 0, and I would like to create a spring writing / nano equivalent. So it's not going to be NaNoWriMo, but I need to do my heavy bulk writing in the spring, so I'm going to create a way for me to do that. For content creation, I want to scroll less and post more. I want to be creating and not consuming. Hi, come sit. I'd like to continue posting consistently on TikTok, so I'll post at least once a day on there. I'd like to create a video list and a potential schedule for YouTube so that I can continue to be consistent. Hi, sweetie. I like vlogging. I don't know if I can do it every single week, but I'd like to do it more often. And there's a whole bunch of videos that I want to make and stuff I want to talk about, and diving back into my magical practice is a perfect thing to share as well. So I have lots of ideas. I'd also like to explore other platforms and post across the board much more. So like Instagram, Snapchat, not really Facebook because I've got family on there that I don't really like share a lot of this with. Okay, so for family and home, I want to finish cleaning and organizing and getting the house exactly where I want it to be. I want to come up with and maintain an actual like schedule that I can, okay, on this day, this month, this year, whatever. I want to include the kids in more house and cleaning chores. We need to get storage up in our garage because we need some extra storage space because our house isn't huge. And I'd like to just do more connecting with the family. Hi, sweetie. I love you. You're being real rude though, okay? Can we work together from now on?
Yeah.
Sounds good. We got a plan?
This is it.
Okay. When I was writing these goals, I noticed that a lot of these are much more intrinsic and internal and in inner growth kind of formatted and focused, which I think is a really good thing for me. 2026 is going to be the year of me, where I really put some intention and time and focus into myself, figuring out who I am, what I want, what kind of life I want to build for us or help build. And I've got school and all these things that are happening, and I have spent so much of my life trying to be everything for everybody else, and now it's time for me to be everything for me. So I would like to keep a much better, closer eye on my goals for the year and keep much better track of that, which also I'm looking at getting a planner. I'm kind of thinking Hobonichi. And I want it to be small enough that I can carry with me and keep better track of and have like all the time. I loved my Erin Condren that I had last year. I liked my Happy Planner this year. I did not love that it was undated. I liked it though, but the size was just too big. And I'm really trying this year to focus on organization and getting into a routine that is sustainable for myself and my family so that I can, do all the household stuff and still have the capacity to be creative afterwards and to like pour back into my cup, if that makes sense. Because my cup's been pretty empty and I've been pretty tired and I've been through a lot, especially in the last couple of years. Well, the last like decade of my life. So I have my one wish that turned out perfect, because this is the one that I need to work on and I need to put effort in, and you're gosh darn right I do. And I think I want to put this in whatever journal or book I end up writing in and journaling in, and I'll do that for the coming years too, because I want to do the 13 magical nights next year, because I missed Mother's Night because I started on Yule instead. But I'm rambling now, so I'm in fact I want to make sure that I said everything I wanted to, because this is it feels really monumental this year. It feels like a big change and I want to do it right. So I need a new PC before my streaming will be able to be consistent, my gaming and everything. My goals are a lot more internal and self-focused this coming year, which is in line with my mantra of if it doesn't make me prettier, richer, smarter, I ain't doing it. So I feel better going into this year than I did going into 2026 than I did coming into 2025, especially, because I was fresh off the loss last year. And I'm really hoping that throwing myself into my magic is part of my healing process this year, and I'm excited to share all of that with you. I do think I'm going to post this tomorrow on the first day of the year so I can hit the ground running. And I also have a 10-year anniversary video that I'm thinking about and scripting, so look out for that. Can you say bye? Say bye bye. Say see you in my next one.
See you next one.
Mwah. Happy New Year.